Trailer 2 for GTA 6 came out this morning, and I'll tell you, I haven't seen it yet. This is actually the first time I'm about to react to it, but I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all watch it, and then after the trailer finishes, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. And actually, we're gonna talk about it, and let's go ahead and go off from there. All right, here we go.
What you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Seriously, dude, you got some time on your hands. I got some properties with paying tenants.
Oh, that's why you came by?
Just go get me my checks.
See you, Brian. Love you, Jason. I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duvall.
I think you heard before.
You might have.
So we watched trailer 2, and I gotta say, it's been, oh my gosh. Our objective is we gotta survive to 2026. I got to say that, and it's gonna be pain of the ass to wait that long. It sucks that GTA 6 delayed it, but like I said on the last video, is that it's the right move because I know GTA Rockstar, they worked a lot other projects, and you just got to give them a break. And bear with me here, just bear with me here. We could do this, and I know we can. And I'll tell you this video is probably gonna be kind of long because there's some other things I gotta talk about besides GTA. There's some, actually, there's a link in the description. Y'all can go ahead and check it out. It's in Rockstar's webpage, and it's gonna be pretty cool. They talk about the characters in the game. There's the locations of the game. It's amazing, and especially y'all can go ahead and download the wallpapers. Y'all can go ahead and put in your desktop, in your phone, in your computer, PC, like whatever. It's nice though. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the characters and everything. Basically, let's break it down. All right, so this is how it looks. It looks pretty nice how this webpage looks. But geez. So our first character, we got Jason Duvall. And Jason, he wants an easy life, but things just keeps getting harder. Jason grew up around gifters and crooks after a stint in the army trying to shake off his troubled teens. He found himself in the keys doing what he knows best, working for local drug runners. It might be time to try something new. So this is kind of very interesting how his background story is going to be going, and from here on out, let's see what happens from this story continues on. That's kind of interesting. I'm gonna put some screenshots in the video so I can go ahead and take a look of his his pictures. But man, it's just crazy how this game is gonna be going from the story. But that's amazing. But man, and especially when I looked at this there's even a quote. That's nice. So his quote is, "If anything happens, I'm right behind you." So in my opinion, he probably saying that to Lucia, Bonnie and Clyde. So he's probably saying that when he putting the gun on the guy, whoever's on the cashier. So yeah, that's crazy. You can see his eyes right there. He's looking at the cashier. So yeah, that's pointing the gun at him. That's crazy. But man, another day in the paradise, right? So me and Lucia could be the best or worst thing to ever happen to him. Jason knows how he'd like it to turn out, but right now it's hard to tell. That is crazy, man. So my opinion, I feel like Jason's the main character. He has to be the main protagonist in the story. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. But man, almost forgot. There's actually, oh, here we go. Here's the characters right here in the story. So far, there's 8 characters in the story. So you got Jason Duvall, Lucia Caminos, Cal Hampton, Booby Ike, Draquan Priest, Real Dimes, Raul Batista, and Brian Heder. Okay. Interesting. Go ahead and take a look at these guys so y'all can see how they look. This is actually interesting. This guy looks kind of like Lester a little bit, but the Vice City theme look, There goes Booby Ike. There goes Daquan Priest. He probably remind me a little bit of oh my gosh, I forgot his name. And you got Real Dimes. She looks like Megan Thee Stallion a little bit. I just know because every time Megan Thee Stallion sticks out her tongue, the AMJ tongue out, she's kind of like Megan Thee Stallion a little bit. And you got Raul Batista. He like Michael DeSanta, aka Michael Townley. He's interesting. He's probably the person that does maybe like heist and stuff, like bank robbing and stuff. It's pretty obvious because he has his glove there, and that looks kind of interesting. And you got Brian Heder. Interesting. This is actually very interesting with these characters. See how that goes when the game comes. So our next character, we got Lucia Caminos. So Lucia's father taught her to fight as soon as she could walk. Life has been coming at her swinging ever since. Fighting for her family landed her, in the Leonida penitentiary. Sheer luck got her out. Lucia's learned her lesson. Only smart moves from here. So she has her background story about basically, okay, I'm not good with like phrasing stuff, but like I think I understand where she's coming from. So this is kind of interesting how this is going to be happening. Okay, so it continues. More than anything, Lucia wants the good life of her mom has dreamed of since their days in Liberty City. Also, she's from LC. Okay, that's good. But instead of half-baked fantasies, Lucia is prepared to take matters into her own hands. So you're saying that instead of her mom going to jail, she went to jail. That's actually interesting. Alright, so she has her own line here. So she says, the only thing that matters is who you know and what you got. Okay, so that's very, very interesting. Some of these lines, so far we only read 2 lines. This is actually interesting from these two characters. So far it's going pretty well the way Rockstar is doing. So this is actually very, 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 very cool. Okay. A life with Jason could be her way out. Okay. Fresh out of prison and ready to change the odds in her favor, Lucia's committed to her plan no matter what it takes. Okay, what do we got here? Only a Leonida. When the sun fades and the neon glows, everyone has something to gain and more to lose. That is pretty cool. I like that. Alright, so our next character We got Cal Hampton. Okay. All right. This is interesting. I wanna know about this guy. What is he about? What if everything on the internet was true? Jason's friend and a fellow associate of Brian's, Cal feels safest hanging at home, snooping on Coast Guard, calms with a few beers in some private browser, tabs open. Also, he is kind of like Lester. He has to be kind of like Lester, like the way Lester does like hacking and stuff, and then prepares the heist. And I don't think he does like prepare the heist and stuff. I think he does like the different way of like checking. Yeah, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. But that's crazy. That's actually crazy. So he has his own line. There are way too many birds flying around in perfect formation. Okay. Interesting. That is very interesting. This is gonna be very interesting about this guy. The way we always like about Lester and the way we didn't like about Lester. Lester was annoying. And remember the time when Lester had a girlfriend? I think it was the casino heist. He had a girlfriend. It was like, wow, finally Lester got somebody in his life and he's not alone no more. And yeah, I think I like this guy. I'm starting to like this guy now. So what do we got here? The psychopaths are in charge. Get used to it. Cal is at the low tide of America and happy there. Casual paranoia loves company, but his friend Jason has bigger plans. So we do know him and Jason are close, and yeah, that's how we know so far. That's just, yeah. Next player here is Bobby Ike. This guy reminds me of there's like a time limit. You gotta go to the weed, and then you gotta go to the coke, and then you gotta go to the, if you know what I'm talking about. I think it's Jerome. Oh no, it's Gerald. I remember. He looks like Gerald a little bit. It's Gerald. It's not Jerome. It's Gerald. I sound ridiculous right now. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Boogie Ike. It's all about Heart, the Jack of Hearts. Booby is a local Vice City legend and acts like it. One of the few to transform his time in the streets and legitimate empire spanning real estate, strip club, and recording studio. Booby's all smiles until it's time to talk business. Oh, so he's a businessman. He's an entrepreneur. He owns a strip club. He does business with the studio, like music and stuff. That's pretty cool. Like really, really, really cool. Maybe he's probably like the same role like Gay Tony, but like different path though. His line is, the client money paid for the studio and the drug money paid for it all. I like that. Simple as that. I like that. That's a good line. I like that. The club money paid for the studio and the drug money paid for it all. Yeah, money talks, man. Money talks. Money talks. You know who will say that, to be honest? I'll give you an example. Rick Ross. Alright, so top quality cuts. Booby might seem like he's just out for himself, but it's his partnership with the young aspiring music. Module Dreamcon for only Raw Records that he's most invested in. Now they just need a hit. To be honest, I have a feeling maybe he's gonna do like some kind of like side missions, kind of like Gerald. Especially like online missions like Gerald. Or maybe like the nightclub missions when it was like, when Gay Tony was there, you know? And there was like our old business, you know what I mean? If you know what I'm talking about, when everybody had nightclub on online, I sound kind of ridiculous right now, but I have a feeling maybe he's gonna have his own mission online, GTA 6 online maybe. I don't know, it's just my opinion. If he does, he should have his mission online. Next one, we got Draquan Priest. Only Raw Records, Draquan was always more of a hustler than a gangster. Even when he was dealing on the streets to make ends meet, breaking to music was the goal. Okay. I'll tell you, Miami's all about music right here, and that's the thing. That's good that GTA, they put everything about music. And I think when Vice City, like the original, not the original, but like Vice City, when Tommy Vercetti was in there, if you know which GTA I'm talking about, it was all music, but it was like disco music. It was not just disco music, but there was different kind of music though. That's good. They bring the vibes back. You know what I mean? Bring the vibes, and that's classic Miami. I have a feeling too that probably he's gonna have his own mission too, but probably kind of like Franklin when he had his own music studio. I think he has that too. I think probably he's gonna have that too, like a music studio maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. It's just my theory. What I'm seeing right now, maybe they're gonna have their own missions maybe in the future. Who knows? See what happens. All right, so let's see what we got over here. Dancers are like my A&Rs. If the record's in hit, DJ is gonna be spinning it. I ain't gonna care. That sounds like a lyric right there. Dancers are like my A&Rs. If the records are a hit, DJ's gonna be spinning it. It is kind of hard though. I ain't gonna lie. It is kind of hard though. I hope some of these characters have their own missions because it just makes it fun. You know what I mean? It makes it fun. It makes us experience. It makes us explore. It makes us basically. It's just fun. You know, it's just fun and cool. What do we got here? You're with the label now. Now that he's signed with the Real Dimes, Drake Quan days of booking ass into booby strip club might be numbered as he sets his sights on the Vice City scene. Well, I think we're gonna find out who Real Dimes is. I think we're gonna find out who that is. Okay, Real Dimes. Viral videos, viral hooks. Bay Lux and Roxy, aka Real Dimes, have been friends since high school. Girls with the savvy to turn their time shaking down local dealers into code. Hard cash via spicy rap tracks and the relentless social media presence. They just like to have fun and have a good time. I'll say that they're grown women. They just like to have fun, be viral, and probably embarrass themselves. Basically. But what's wrong with that? It's Miami. If I was in Miami, I would have a good time as well. Simple as that. All right, it's interesting what their line is going to be. What is their line? It says right here, all my dimes in this club, meet my twin, make it a dub. That sounds like another freaking lyric. It goes hard, but it sounds like another lyric. All my dimes in this club, meet my twin, make it a... I'm getting tired of that freaking word. Hey twin, you're my twin. Who started that? Who started that? I don't know. Probably a streamer said that, like, and that's when everybody's starting to say that, twin. Oh my goodness, like, all right, so there goes Real Dimes. We got two divas. We got two divas here, and they just like to have fun, party, and just drop it down. All right, so one hit away from fame, an early hit single with local rapper Downplay took Real Dimes to new heights. Now, after 5 years and a whole lot of trouble, they're signed to only Raw Records, hoping lightning can strike twice. Okay, this actually reminds me a little bit of Saints Row. I think it's the original Saints Row, either the original or the second Saints Row. But I'll be honest, I hope they remaster the original in second, because man, it just brings a lot of memories. But besides that, this actually reminds me of Saints Row. The way they do like the studio, like the music studio and everything. This reminds me a little bit of Saints Row. Am I right or wrong? Let me know in the comment section. But this kind of reminds me a little bit of Saints Row, just a little bit. I'm not gonna say like the full thing, but just a little bit of taste of Saints Row, just a little bit. All right, here we go. So this guy right here got me kind of energetic right now, because he kind of remind me a little bit of Michael Townley, aka Michael DeSanta. And this is gonna be, oh man, let's find out what is he about. So his name is Rob Batista. Experience counts, confidence, charm, and cunning. Raul's a seasoned bank robber, always on the hunt for a talent ready to take the risk that bring the biggest rewards. So this guy, man, I'm actually gonna be, I'll tell you, I'm gonna be very, very interested how this guy goes in the game. And I hope he has maybe like a heist or some kind of mission maybe in the future, or maybe he does have his own mission, side mission, or maybe GTA Online mission, I don't know. But this is gonna be kind of very interesting, because like I said, he kind of reminds me a little bit of Michael DeSanta, and I want to see what's his line. Like Michael always says,
I saw your face, I'll remember you.
You forget 1,000 things every day. How about you make sure this is one of them?
Just like Michael, his most famous line is, you forget 1,000 things every day, pal. Make sure this is one of them. And I actually not gonna never forget that line. It's because that line is very annoying. Obviously, it's very popular, but it's very annoying. But man, let's go and take a look at his line. What's his line? Very interested. What's his line? Oh man, very, very interested. What's his line? All right, so his line is, life is full of surprises, my friend. I think we all be wise to remember that. Oh, damn. That's actually fire. That is really, really fire. His line is really fire, I'll be honest. It's not close to Michael's, but it's kind of there. And it's kind of, basically, it's kind of hidden there. And it's, oh, man, it's just, That's beautiful. Life is full of surprises, my friend. I think we all be wise to remember that. That's actually really, really cool. I'll say Rockstar did a good job with these lines, and especially how the graphics are too. And I understand they delayed it until next year, and people should not be down because this game is going to be phenomenal, and you should just give them some time. I know it's been more time they've been having over a decade. Our objective is we gotta be strong. We can do this. I know we can do this. We've been waiting forever. I know we've been waiting forever for the game, but man, once we get the game next year of this month, we'll be relieved. We'll be happy ourselves, and I know everybody's gonna be on the game 24/7, and I know. So don't worry. Everything's gonna be okay. Okay. I said okay. Okay. See that I can't even talk right because man, it's just I can't talk right. Losing my words right now. But everything's gonna be okay, my friends. Everything's gonna be all right. I know it's gonna be all right because Rockstar got our back. What we got here? So he's a professional daps. Raul's recklessness raises the stakes with every score. Sooner or later, his crew will have to double down or pull their chips from the table. Like I said, I hope he has his own mission, or he's probably gonna be in the story. Either both, either or, he probably is gonna be in the story because all these characters that I'm showing right now, they probably are gonna be in the story, or they're probably gonna be in side missions, or they're probably gonna be in GTA Online. I don't know. Either or, this is actually phenomenal. This is actually amazing, and we can't lose hope because I've been seeing a lot of stuff going on IG and Twitter and different social medias. People are saying that, oh man, since the game got delayed, we're gonna be waiting till like 2074.
Thank you.
It will take some time. Making a game, developing the game, it's not easy. I know it's not easy. I know the people like us, we're the ones that buy the game, but they're the ones making the game. It's not easy. You just gotta give them a break. Like, just give them a break, especially since they're making other developments and other projects. Come on, man. But yeah. All right, so I think he's the last character in the list, Brian Heather. I'll tell you this, I'm kind of a little bit hyped right now because I feel this guy, he has something in him. Like, he must have something backstory on him. Like, he looks like the person like back in the 80s or back in the 90s, like went to this crew or something, you know what I mean? Like, he knows his stuff. So basically he's a veteran. So that's the thing makes me kind of energetic right now. Like, he's a vet. All right, so his name is Brian Heather. Nothing better than the mudslide at sunset. Brian's a classic drug runner from the golden age of smuggling in the Keys, still moving product through his boatyard with his third wife, Lori. Brian's been around long enough to let others do his dirty work. This guy reminds me a little bit of Ron. No, not the look or nothing. I'm talking about his, like what he does, like his product and stuff. He reminds me a little bit of Ron. Because like on GTA Online, if some of y'all may know, like when you have your product, like your planes, like your coke, your cargo, and all that stuff in the hangar, y'all go in and move the product out of the hangar and you transport it. I think he does that, like smuggling. It says right there, smuggling. I think he does like the same stuff like Ron. And that's what got to me right now. Like, okay, this young fella don't know more than me. And that's what got to me. His own line is, I hauled so much grass in that plane, I could make the state of Leonida levitate. That's crazy. That is a nice line. All these lines are amazing. Rockstar did a good job, all these lines, and holy moly. I could tell you, from here on out, you just gotta, GTA 5 is still fun. I know it's not as fun once we get GTA 6 because I know not much people are not going to be playing much GTA 5, but you just got to put your priorities straight. I understand everybody got their own priorities. You just got to move on. Oh, we got more for Brian. Looks like a Leonida beach bum, moves like a great white shark. Brian's letting Jason live rent-free at one of his properties, so long as he helps with local shakedowns and stops by for Loris Sangria once in a while. So he gets a rent-free, and for his debt, he has to do some missions for him, for Brian. That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. But I gotta tell you guys, this game has been amazing. from all the trailers we've been seeing, second trailer, first trailer, but I could tell you, we are gonna get the game in 2026 on May 26th. But look at this way. Be strong, don't be negative, don't bring everything down. I love y'all. And the next video, we're gonna talk about the locations. There's like locations here. So the places are here. Got Vice City, Leonida Keys, Grass Rivers, Port Gellhorn, Umbresia, Mount Caliga. It's a lot going on. So I'll probably post another video about tomorrow, but like, I just want to go ahead and go all out on the people because man, we just got a lot of stuff going on. And I am going to leave a link in the description. This is like the third time I'm talking about it. I'm leaving the link in the description so I can go and check out the website of Rockstar's official website. And I'll tell you, they did a good job getting all this, putting things together, making the things professional look. I like it, I love it, and I applaud that. But I hope you guys take it easy out there. And this is the end of the video, and hopefully I'll be back by tomorrow or to post another video. And the next time is gonna be places. We're gonna talk about that, but don't take it so hard. Like, I know it's gonna be hard to wait for another year, and yeah, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, guys, y'all take it easy out there. I'll see you guys soon, and yeah, stay strong. Peace.